Camera A is rolling.
Camera B is rolling.
Let me check the audio before we start.
Alright. One big clap, Christian.
Well, this trip was it was definitely interesting. We got a late start. We weren't able to leave the Bay Area until after I dropped my kids off and Christian got off work. So I think we made our way out about 5 o'clock out of there, and which led us to a lot of traffic, which is never fun. But once we got out of the Bay Area, we kind of started cruising, made it over the pass relatively quickly, made it into Reno, got some last minute supplies and snacks, things that we needed, and made it all the way to Elko, Nevada that night about right around 1:30 at night. And we just pulled off to the side of the road on some BLM land and popped the tents up and called it a night, because we were going to have to wake up early in the morning and put rock sliders on my truck from a guy that I met off of Facebook Marketplace. Well, good morning for day 2. We slept found this little rock quarry on the side of the road. It was about 1-ish, 1:30-ish when we pulled in last night. We're in Elko, Nevada, which is absolutely gorgeous. See all I don't know if you can see the snow in the mountains over there, but it's pretty, it's green. Got into a bunch of rain last night, but nothing hit us here in camp. So it's 5:30. I've got to go buy some temporary sliders for the truck so we can actually do Moab. So we're getting these guys all dialed in, and then we're off.
Jeff, I think you got a little bit of dirt on your back. Let me see. Oh yeah, I got it. There you go.
Yeah.
Gave me a killer deal on some last minute rock sliders that ended up paying for themselves multiple times on this trip. So it took us about 2 hours, a lot longer than expected. We ran into some issues getting them installed on the truck, but we made it happen, got it to work, and headed out towards Salt Lake. Our time management sucked on this trip, just getting there. We ran into the issues with the rock sliders. We were gassing up more than we thought we were going to. We stopped at our friend Jenny's house, who was on the first Divergent Pathways episode with us, and we were able to kind of take some showers and grab and meet Gene, because Gene was already there.
Oh, really?
You need to look in your mirror when you're backing up.
Why would you go behind me when I'm backing up? It's dangerous out here.
Chickens. But oh, did you hear that one? That one was a long one. Oh my gosh, someone left chicken bouillon and chicken ramen. Oh wait, we have a chicken breast in the fridge.
That's good food.
No, we can't waste the food. We gotta eat
Oh wait,
that
there's
food.
a rubber ducky.
We're MoleisureXventures.
Well, my name is Delia.
I was gonna get to that too. Jeez.
Okay, fine.
All right. We're gonna start with names.
My name is Delia.
My name's Enoch.
We're MoleisureXventures, and we've been overlanding full time in our 2009 Nissan Xterra for 3.5 years. November will be 4 years. Whatever. Rubber animals.
Yeah, and the main reason we chose overlanding as our method of visiting all the national parks, as you can't beat an all enclosed space, and you can go anywhere.
So we are in the middle of running chicken corners, and how technical it is trying to get down here. We think that Jeff's group may not get here tonight, or they're going to be here really, really late. They said their ETA to Moab was 5 p.m. and we've been on this trail for about 2 hours. So if they got to Moab at 5, they're going to take, I'm going to say like 5 hours. So they may not be here till like 10, 11, 12. And that's because they have smaller cars. They have a Tiguan and an Audi that they're riding with them. So they're going to have to take their time in order to get those vehicles through those obstacles. So hopefully they get here tonight. If not, I guess we'll see them tomorrow. I don't know. We just have to wait to see what they're doing.
Full timing in the rig created the ability to accomplish the goal of hitting all the national parks. Yeah, without doing an overland rig, I don't think it would have been affordable for us to be able to accomplish our goal. Yeah, that was like the main thing that took us into it. And then what's kept us there is the community and the people we've met throughout our travels, and just the kindness and openness that we've received trying to accomplish our goal.
Just for the bottle jack, maybe? So I am driving a stock Gladiator, stock everything. It came with these booty all-terrain tires that I have finally gotten a flat on. So I definitely need new tires. It's just like, it's something like this is not something I don't want to deal with. Figured it out, it wasn't the hook, it's just, we needed, a hook wouldn't make sense. We just needed a square hole. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a Jeep thing.
It's a Jeep thing.
It's a Jeep thing.
I love that's all you have to say for anything now, right?
Yep.
It's a Jeep thing.
You wouldn't understand. I'm having so much fun. Just jealous.
The treads look the same though, to be honest.
They're pretty close.
Yeah, the treads definitely look the same.
There's no cool sidewalls though.
Oh, right.
Wait. I bought a $50,000 Jeep and they give me crappy all-terrain tires and the spare isn't even an all-terrain tire. This is obviously this is the all-terrain, and here's the highway tire that Jeep gave me as a spare, and the all-terrain is close to the highway tire, unfortunately.
Dude, I mean, from this perspective right here, this far away, there's no difference between those two tires.
The only difference really is like sidewalls.
Yeah, well, aesthetics.
Aesthetics.
Once Kyle's ready. All right, so we're at City Market, downtown Moab grocery store. We'll just do a quick reset here, but we're gonna meet with Braxton and another gentleman from Rogue Element. The rest of the crew's a little bit behind. We've got Chris went to fix some alignment on his 4Runner, so he's gonna join us tonight. And then somewhere, Jules and Jamie just parked. So I don't know which camera to look at, but I'm excited to run into everybody. There's gonna be probably 14-ish of us camping out about 30 to 40 minutes from here, overlooking the entire Colorado River, so it should be epic.
You know, this whole thing has been planned out for months. Revol reached out to me and was like, hey, you know, I know you guys are friends with Evan, who was the, you know, he was my director for the first 3 episodes, and unfortunately his lucky ass is in Germany filming awesome Porsche stuff through the Alps right now. So they reached out and said, hey, we want to do something. We have this project called the Convoy that they had done last year, and they wanted to do it this year, and they wanted to get some overlanding into it. So they reached out to us, and I said, hell yeah, let's do it. You know, I'm always happy to meet new creatives and people who want to get into this.
Keep going, keep going.
How it all started out for me to get on the road with him, I grew up in the city. I never really spent much time outdoors, and I've always wanted to. And so he went up to Alaska one summer, and I went up to visit him, and we kind of overlanded like the inner loop of Alaska. That's when I went camping for the first time, and I basically fell in love with it. And so I think I proposed the idea of,
Yeah, you did.
wanting to. We went to Denali, and I was like, I want to see more of the national parks. And he's like, well, to do it affordably, we're going to have to do it full time in the vehicle. And I was like, okay.
It was no hesitation on her part at all, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much gung-ho.
I mean, I've always wanted to travel more long term. I just didn't know how to do it. So he gave me the accessibility of it.
Turn on?
Yeah. We have made it to camp, and Jeff called me right when I had service. He called me at about 8 p.m. and he said they're just about to leave Moab. How long did it take for us to get here? I mean, I guess if I didn't get a flat tire.
Flat tire.
2.5?
I'd say 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
And we weren't really bopping
we were not. We were just kind of going normal.
Yeah.
It wasn't too crazy at all.
They have small cars. If they go at our pace, three hours.
I'm guessing
4 hours, so they'll be here by midnight. They're gonna have fun, especially coming out here at dark.
Oh yeah. Dude, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Because a lot of this trail is not that it's hard or technical. It's just bumpy. You know, it's a Moab road. So that'll be interesting for those cars. You don't see that little bump coming, and all of a sudden that front bumper gets ripped off.
All right, so we'll see. We're gonna be here making food, enjoying this campsite. We just saw sunset, got some cool drone shots. Delia's making food.
I'm gonna need your help with the jet boil though, because since we only have one burner, I figured we can split up the bag of pasta.
No, we should use these. We should use these this weekend.
I guess we can if we'll have a lot of people here.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of people, so we can just make all the mac and cheese and be like, which one's the best?
So currently airing down, this is gonna be our first obstacle or our first trail that we're gonna hit. It is 8:30 at night and there's still a lot of daylight. So we're gonna be running our rigid lights to keep us lighted up at night. And we're gonna be doing chicken corners tonight. We're gonna be meeting up with Blackstone and another group that's already there. I'm just ready to get in the Gaia and go to sleep. I'm exhausted. This whole trip has been super long. So yeah, I'm ready to test out the Jeep. First time actually off-roading in the Jeep. So everything's stock suspension, stock wheels. So let's see how it goes. Are we gonna get trail damage? Possibly, but we'll see how it goes.
Finally made it to Moab and getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. But yeah, we're heading up Hurrah Pass right now, and then that'll get us to Chicken Corner and meet up with the other gang. Revol is already up. God damn, these mosquitoes are insane right now. So we're gonna meet up with Revol Entertainment. We got our other camera guy, Braxton. We've got Moleisure. We got Moleisure Overland or Adventures. So yeah, we got a lot to do still tonight. And I called earlier and they said the trail's gnarly, but this is supposed to be a 2 out of 10, so I don't know how gnarly they think it's gonna be.
Woo! Airing down for the trail and spraying bug repellent.
We got in fairly late, but we still had plenty of daylight, but about midway through the trail we wound up having to kick our lights on, which made it even cooler.
It's got a sharp pitch at the top.
Where at? Right there.
It's nothing hard or anything, it's just steep at that top.
Well, that looks interesting.
It looks worse than it is.
So I couldn't get a hold of Clint, I couldn't get a hold of Braxton. We're in Moab, and luckily we had communicated, and I'd given them a drop pin of a place that I wanted to go check out, which I thought would be our first campsite on Hurrah Pass through Chicken Corner, and it ends in kind of a gnarly little section for full size called Lockhart Pass. And so we went out there through the night. I prefer night wheeling. I don't know why. I like it. I think there's just a little bit of an edge to it. There's a little more precision that's needed, and you know, you never know what you're going to run into. It kind of, you know, gives you a little bit of anxiety and stress at the same time, which I think makes it fun. I was having a blast.
It's your time, it's your parade. What you gonna do, what you gonna say? Jesus Christ. What are you gonna do? With all this. What are you gonna do? I got my with all this freedom. All this freedom.
Night wheeling, it's a whole different entity itself. You have to be more alert, more cautious, and just be aware of your surroundings, where you're at, because obviously if you're not paying attention, you can end up in a ditch, or you can end up over the cliff.
Definitely push the limits with the Euros a little bit. Funny story about that is, and it's probably a good highlight of the trip, is the fact that in the one area you'd expect the Euros to get stuck at, they didn't get stuck, but the old Jeep did.
Driver. Careful, hit back bumper and stop. Gubs here. Passenger driver's side, driver's side. Go to your driver's side.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah. This is my kind of awesome. Oh, there's all these rigs that are decked out. This is like what they do, and they have a good time. And then you just rally on a stock F-150 with street tires.
With street tires.
Doing everything everybody else is doing.
Well, the reason why is this is my wife's truck.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a surgeon of the highway, bro. Dan Moyer is the best roper ever to live.
That's what I've heard.
And sometimes I have to say, sorry, Ross, but I am a surgeon of the highway.
That was fun. I think we have just as I keep saying, hop, skip, and a jump around the corner, and we should be to the coordinates that Jeff Coxon sent to us at Rogue Element. So we don't know if the group's going to be there, if we're the first people there, but I did talk to Braxton, one of the camera guys, and he mentioned get a head start. So we will see.
No, you can't.
Why are you in the front seat?
Because you're in here.
Why are we in here?
Because the mosquitoes are outside and in here, and I'm trying to fight them off.
Ellie, get the mosquito.
She doesn't want a swollen mouth. Oh,
I'm busy eating.
I just
I
ate
can't
a
be
pepper.
bothered.
Audio Jungle.
How's it going?
We're here. We made it.
Finally. Yeah, so we're camped up right there. You see us. It's a lot of flat land all over there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We'll get up there.
Sweet.
How long did you get out here?
3 hours.
Nice.
And I got a flat tire, so we had to change that.
Oh,
yeah.
Great spot though.
Yeah,
did you get any status from the other guys?
Yeah, they called me at about 8 o'clock saying that they're just about to get on the train.
Oh, right.
And
Look at your
you saw that they're probably not
midnight.
going to be here till midnight 1 because they have small cars.
Yeah.
The white. It's like the size of my dog.
How's it going?
I'm Jules.
I'm Enoch.
Nick?
Enoch.
Enoch. Even cooler.
Way cooler than Nick. Just regular Nick.
Who wants to be a regular Nick?
Yeah. lame name. And they give him the stare.
They told me, they're like, yeah, we're going
He's
all
earned
the
his keep.
parks. I was like, how you guys have like a YouTube channel or anything? They're like, no. Like Instagram, they're like, yeah, but like it's fun. I'm like, I just follow you guys and film you. Like,
Can I create?
Right.
That like he kept like doing all the trannies, and then
It said the magazine that was in the little slot. It said.
We went to 3 different campsites.
Yeah.
So when we arrived to Moab, our first stop was meeting up with our good friends over at Revol Entertainment. So what we did is we took Hurrah past the Chicken Corners, and which led into the night. We started off the trail basically with the sun setting, and we used our lights, our rigid lights, and we just hit the trail. I don't have a problem with night riding as long as I could see. I did tip my front windows too dark, so I had to have my windows down most of the trail, and obviously having a lot of dirt in didn't help out a lot. But it was fun. I did get high centered for getting too cocky. I wasn't really paying attention, and all of a sudden I'm just driving and I can't drive anymore. I get on the mic, I'm like, hey Jeff, I'm stuck. But it was a fun experience going up there at night.
Okay, go back slow, but do not stop. Okay, stop. Okay, here we go. Straighten it. Straighten your tire. Go driver, or passenger. Go passenger. Keep going right there, stop. Easier. Hold up. Yes. What's that? Put that. Yeah, you want to put that in front of it? Huh? That's how you did this? Yeah. Well, back up again then. Okay. Go passenger and then back up. You just need to get. You need to get up on that hill over there. Keep going back. Go back. Okay. Go hard driver. Oh no, that's just your vagina. Go. You good? You're good, dude. Yeah. All day. Okay. Go straight. Straighten her out. Don't stop. Okay, hard passenger. We got to go down a few sections where, we at least scraping some rock sliders, and the Euros were making it through no problem. One little snafu with, with Christian's Jeep where he got high centered, so we were able to go up there and get him out of that situation, which was pretty easy. And, teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. But then after that, we finally made it into camp. Better late than never, as they say, and finally got to meet everybody from, MoleisureXventures was there with Blackstone. I've never met them, but we've talked a lot on through Instagram and social media. We got to meet the whole Revol crew, and man, what a just salt of the earth people. They're really hungry creatives. They create some amazing content, mainly in the hunting industry, which I come from. And I thought it was just, it was just like meeting friends you hadn't seen forever. And even though it was the first time, and super welcoming.
Then from there, we hung out the night, and then Jeff rolled in, Rogue Element rolled in, and they brought in the party, I would say. As soon as they rolled in, lights are coming down the road, we got music going, we're ready to go. So they roll out, we all start drinking a little bit, having some good conversations, and then we kind of rolled out the night and went to bed at that point.
Went to sleep.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, since everyone else rolled in at night, they all got to see the beauty that we saw when we got to camp.
Kind of sucked that we got in late, so we didn't get to really experience the sunset in that area, but the morning was absolutely beautiful.
The views were just spectacular. Literally, I'm overlooking Colorado River, and it's breathtaking.
And I know the rest of the crew here, including myself, have never really been out there before. And so waking up to that surprise of how absolutely beautiful it was, overlooking the Colorado River and all the plateaus and mesas out there is just phenomenal.
So I'm gonna pour a little more water in here, heat up. Basically I'm gonna fill this whole thermos up, and then we can pour it into people's cups. So, put some fresh water in there. My name is Clint Easley. I am the founder of Revol Entertainment, a media group that's out here combining forces with the amazing Rogue Element crew. Pretty much what we do is we have a lot of clients. So for example, Mountain Ops is a good client of ours. We come out and we site scout and we try to pursue different locations where we can create a lifestyle image, and ideally, if you're living that lifestyle, it's a lot easier to promote the product. So we do live those lifestyles, but at some occasions you got the perfect setting. We may not be drinking this right now, but we want to stage kind of that ambiance of painting the picture to inspire people that this product does do great things in great places. So today it's Mountain Ops' turn. We've got a True North Raven wrap over here. We've got crispy boots, jet boil, we have Black Rifle coffee. We kind of just horror ourselves out a little bit.
Now that's an efficient society right there.
How do you know? How do you know it's not just chaos right now?
You watched Ant-Man.
That's right. I watched Ant-Man, and Ant-Man knows everything. Don't use Ant-Man as a reference to understand ants, by the way. It's bad.
So after kind of having a powwow with everybody, both production teams got together. We talked about what we wanted to film on the way out, and we were going to have I think it was 10 or 11 rigs. There's quite a bit. We also met with CB Offroad Adventure. It was great getting to know him.
25 years, so I can be cruising down one of these dirt roads and see a lion track doing 40. I'm like, yep, there was a lion track. Yep. In fact, there was a lion track that walked right through this valley. It's been a week or so.
Brad, we had some ideas. We were brainstorming over here. You let me know if this works. If it doesn't work, we're just open to ideas. But on the way out, it took us about 4 hours. Probably takes you guys 2 because you have a lot more skill set in doing all this.
For sure.
With the route that we can go, there's a lot of options where you can make a difficult trail if you want to, right? Do some
offshoot, yeah.
Would it be worth us focusing heavily between here and to downtown Moab to capitalize on showing all the great visuals, the capabilities of the rigs? Because what was the other place you were saying? Devil's or Hell's Revenge. Yeah. Myself, Tyler, Mike, you have an extra time, I think. They could take Kyle tomorrow, and we can linger longer and do something more intense tomorrow with you.
Okay.
And then today we shoot this, we get to Moab, you guys peel out and go where you need to go. And I'm happy to mix footage too, however you guys want to play that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even need to split up. We can stay together if you guys want, unless you guys have other plans. We can do, so when we kind of put this trip together, a lot of the stuff we've been doing, especially the bigger productions, we push really hard. Okay. And we don't want to do that. We're just we don't want to have fun, man.
Yeah, and
we
don't get this very often. When you're driving, because we've been chasing a sunset and a sunrise every day. Yeah. This is the the second sunrise we haven't actually had a stationary sunset
This sunrise
yet.
was epic today, dude.
It was beautiful. Beautiful.
That sun peeking over was. I woke up for that one, and then I went right back to bed.
And T's got a spot picked out.
So up on the north rim on the LaSalle Pass Road, right there on that land bridge dropping between Beaver Creek and Fisher Creek.
Okay.
Right there on that rim.
Yeah.
Because you're facing west and you're able to look at
Is that
all.
near Rim Rocker?
Yeah, you'll go past Castle Rock and then you wind your way up on top, and it's just to the north of the towers.
There, so that'd be awesome.
And the cool part about it is it's cool up there. You're in the Quakes and the Pines, but then you're on the rim looking down into Fisher Creek, where you've got these big rock
that's up
bluffs.
By Fins and things, right? Is it past Fins and things?
Yeah, it's up in that general area.
Yeah, I think you have to go up there to get to the tree line.
Yeah.
But from a scenery perspective, we've been to the Tetons, Yellowstone, we were in Bozeman, we're out here with you guys. We were up at that, what's that mountain range called? LaSalle.
The LaSalle.
The LaSalle range.
Yeah,
we're kind of going back in that vicinity, but there's just getting this crazy variety pack has been
and there's
incredible.
gonna be more shade up there.
Well, I was gonna say, you're in the Quakes and Pines,
so it's like what's gonna cool me off the best.
Yeah. Well, you're in the Quakes and Pines right there, but it takes nothing to drop off like down to Polar Mesa, wrap around into Fisher Creek, or wrap around down to the river.
Even in the morning, we could drop right down to Hell's Revenge there, or even the Fins and things, which is not difficult. Holy! Oh, gee, Mikey, I think he likes it. Only 2 ingredients: meat and salt. You want to try some there, Cherry? Wow! Be a man.
Oh my god! And nice and crunchy.
Wow!
But yeah, this is my first time out getting in the overlanding world, so I'm
Can you undo it on this side again?
learning. I'm watching people close up tents, pack up rigs, trying to find ways to be more efficient. And not only does it apply to the overlanding world, I can apply it to my camera media business, so taking notes.
Yeah, so we hung out for a little while, then got on the road, got back on the trail, and it was interesting to see what we had gone through the night. And it was a little tighter in sections I didn't realize at night. There's 200-foot cliffs on your left side now that were on the right, and I hauled ass through them at night, and then during the day you're kind of like, oh man, now that I can see everything, it's a little different, it's a little sketchier.
So doing the trail on the way back to Moab, I think it was a lot easier. Obviously it's daytime, so you could see your obstacles, you could see the ruts, you could see the corners.
Rest of the trail was fun. It was definitely challenging. There was a couple pucker moments for me in the Tiguan, but all in all, it handled really well. I'm really surprised as to how well it did.
But it was fun. It's just like doing any other trail. Obviously now you get to see everything in, what's to your left, what's to your right, the cliffs, the drops that you didn't see at night. So it's pretty cool. Obviously, like night wheeling and day wheeling, it's a wholly different thing.
Moab is a unique place. There's no other place in the United States, or maybe even the world, that has a trail system set up like this. You have everything. You have just plain old gravel roads with unbelievable views, to some of the hardest off-roading and rock crawling that Mother Nature provides. It's another reason we hold our public lands so dear to us. As you can see, it's the reason this is off-roading Mecca.
Take the outside track. We got a Tacoma coming up on the inside.
So this whole trip actually went pretty, it was pretty relaxed with Revol Entertainment. It was great meeting those guys. And always great to meet new folks in the industry who love this overlanding, off-roading, camping, everything under the sun out there, outdoors. And it's just great. It was a little bit different this time around. We didn't do a lot wheeling as we did last time, but it was a good change of pace.
We hung out at camp for a little bit, just like relaxed, because everyone drove really far to get to camp. So we chilled for a little bit, and then we started the day by going back over Hurrah Pass so everyone can see the the sheer cliff that's on your left-hand side
Right.
when you drive on that.
Looking over at the Potash Farms, which is really pretty. It's like a mirror-like finish because the way the water like sits over the potash, and it's just really, really beautiful right by the river.
Over there.
Why would his license plate be in there?
We went through this really, really fast when we were coming in, and he lost his front license plate.
And this is where I think he lost it.
Yeah, because I checked all my videos and pictures afterwards, and he doesn't have his front license plate in it.
I feel like it got really deep. Oh, it starts to sink here. Oh, man. Oh, I just got bit by a fly. I heard so much. Oh, man, that was big.
Now?
That was a big fly. I'm working my way.
But do you think it would be right here? Or would
I
it be
mean, I
closer
imagine
to
it's
the
either
edge?
right when I hit or right as I was exiting the deeper section.
Oh no.
All right, I'm done looking.
So we made it through. Took us about 3 hours or so, but we made it through. A lot of getting out and 5 camera angles on everything, and so it's going to be fun to see all that come together. But made it back into Moab. Got some groceries and stuff for the night. Then we kind of accidentally got split up because we went and ate some lunch, and everybody kind of went everywhere. And we lost T, who T is this. I don't know how to really explain T. He's just a badass cowboy.
You thought cowboys from Yellowstone were badass? I actually got to meet a real cowboy. Dude fought bears before, so he's pretty good, tough dude.
He is the type of people I grew up with that just, some people would say, like my grandpa would say, harder than woodpecker lips. This guy has wrestled bears. He's an awesome bow hunter. He's a full-time cowboy, and his wife is just a sweetheart. It was an absolute pleasure getting to know them, and I can't wait to meet up with them again and either hunt with them or do some more camping or just sit down and have some whiskey and shoot the shit. Those are the type of people I really like spending my time with.
So he guided us up to a trail on La Salle Pass, I believe. And it's a whole different environment. You go from a desert climate to now you're going up in elevation, temperature change, you're starting to see trees, and now you're up in the mountains where you literally can see mountains with snow on them.
Over 200 million years ago during the Jurassic period, these canyons weren't here. This was a shallow portion of the ocean. That's why there are these dinosaur tracks. And they're from the Velociraptor family. I don't recall exactly which ones. However, it's insanely impressive. It really puts things in perspective about how small you are. It seems like these things just walked off this cliff, but because of the erosion over 200 million years, it's obviously a much different landscape now than it was then. Although they're extinct now, it is a really cool thing to think back and know that these things roamed this planet, just like we do today, only a little bit bigger.
I didn't do anything. He doesn't listen.
No, what did Gene do?
Oh, so for photography, ask for photography.
Ask photographer? That's called
ask for
boudoir,
photography as we were doing yesterday. Obviously, I'm trying to take some shots with the camper, get some product shots, and I don't want to have his car in there. So I told him.
He wants the truck in his shot. The truck in his shot.
Jesus fucking Christ, you irate motherfuckers. Did you guys take your fucking Xanax already?
You guys are fine.
So that's the plan. That's what we'll be doing. So now, as you see, he's so close. Okay. So now that once he moves, later on at night, once the sun sets and we have some the stars come back up, Milky Way should be around here. And yeah, we'll get some cool shots.
So I got to get camp kitchen set up because I have a brand new Blackstone griddle and it needs seasoned. But because of the way I have the skinny guy camper set up, obviously everything goes underneath it. So I have to be able to reach for it because the skinny guy goes so low into the bed. So I use this, which is actually for like it's for like an attic. So like if you have an attic in a house, this is used to like clip around the ring and pull it down. So I had it left over from one of our old houses and I retrofitted it to where you can change how long you want it, but it allows me to like get stuff in the back of my bed and be able to pull it out. But what happened is the set screw in here came undone from all the vibrating on the trails. So now I got to create another one or else we can't pull our stuff out. They had a bunch of hardware stores in town.
I'm just making some small wood shavings just to get the fire started.
Get it or not.
Oh.
So we went out to LaSalle's, camped up there. We made a really big fire. That was cool.
It was a good fire. That was really relaxing, actually.
Yeah.
The LaSalle's was much
chill.
more relaxing than the Chicken Corners campsite, I feel like. And mainly because I think everyone had met each other. They're a little more comfortable, and we're all more relaxed, and we're having those more natural conversations.
Do you know Arizona has the largest ponderosa pine forest in the world? Check it out.
Do you know Crater Lake is the deepest lake in the United States? Go check it out.
Did you know Nevada is the most mountainous state in the United States? Go check it out.
Hey, did you know that 62% of the facts are made up on the spot? It was nice getting away from the heat. Obviously, it was pretty hot. It was in the 90s. I'm sure you could see the beautiful tan. I'm getting red like a lobster. But it was nice being up there, seeing a new environment as well, or a different side of Moab, because obviously with Moab, you think, okay, it's all just red rock mountains and dust, but there's more to it, and I never actually knew that. So it was real neat being up there. Like I said, the temperature change was just, I was grateful for that.
What is the water for?
Just to create some steam since the rice is slightly frozen.
This has been said over and over again, but it remains true, and that is camp food rules. Our boy Gene whipped up his world famous Asian fusion burritos, and man, did they hit the spot. It just topped off an already amazing day. Now all we need is some good drinks, some good company, and a solid campfire. It didn't disappoint. Set up shop and just had a good time, you know, drank some whiskey, smoked some cigars, had some good food, really good conversation, and you know, we were ready to do it again the next day.
I mean, there's gotta be more. Do I have your chair?
No, no, that's not mine.
That was
a big bear for 100, just right off the
But those are cool. So how do you shape them? Just with those nails and a hammer, or?
The bopper, like got like copper tool boppers and
Pretty.
Yeah, it's fun.
Life just seems simpler around a campfire. Relationships are forged, stories are told, friendships are created. These are the times that you remember. The hard part is not taking them for granted.
My name is Kyle Martin. I'm with Revol Entertainment, and we have been on this convoy for 11 days so far. We started in Washington, we hit Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and now into Utah, where we met up with Rogue Element. And it's been a blast out here with Rogue Element, and we've just been like off-road. We're pretty new to off-roading. We got this truck vault truck, and we've just been mobbing around, and it's been sweet to learn about just like trail etiquette, you know, just how to drive. We got to follow Jeff and take his lines and on the trail coming down, and it's been sweet. I'm stoked just to have this like whole convoy on camera, and we've been vlogging the whole trip. and it's been sweet.
The best part about like this kind of stuff is just everybody has that combined love for what they do, and they rolled in camp. We just meshed right off the bat, and we've eaten together, drank together, and just had a lot of fun exploring some trails in new country. And every time we meet new groups like this, we have more lifelong friends.
Like, these guys are top notch. They know what they're doing. They can get you anywhere you want to get with your rig, and I mean, they've got it figured out.
Eggs, some sausage. We're gonna throw some cheese in there with some Frank's Red Hot and make a spicy egg breakfast.
The next morning was pretty cool. You know, we got up late and kind of were able to sleep in a little bit. This was gonna be the last day with the Revol entertainment group. We found out Kyle, it was his 30th birthday. And so everybody sang him happy birthday and stuff, which I thought was really neat. And he was off with T and his wife. They had to fly him home, so they left early and went to Salt Lake City.
I'm flying out because it's my birthday, and I'm turning 30. And our friend T was nice enough to get me not just a birthday cake, a birthday cookie.
Did you eat breakfast?
I ate breakfast. I always eat breakfast.
She made some amazing breakfast burritos for, I don't know, at least 6 or 7 people had breakfast burritos, which was really, really good. At that point, this was the fun part. So all of that was really, really good.
Oh, okay.
Great times. But then we went down Hidden Canyon Trail that leads to Onion Creek Trail from the LaSalle's. And that's when the fun adventure got started. We started hitting a little bit of some technical sections, going down, some real steep, a little bit of climbs, a couple of switchbacks, really, really tight switchbacks.
It was fun. It was a lot more technical than I thought it was going to be, because the way it was told to me was that it was just like a gravel road, and, you know, backcountry, and it ended up being a ton of switchbacks. There's rocks everywhere. I mean, I was with the extra weight on this thing, you know, with the skinny guy camper on it this trip, it bounces all over the place, especially with these big shocks on it. It likes to go fast. It's not huge into going slow anymore.
And then there was one section where we had to let some people pass. And in that area, you know, we had almost 10 rigs, so we're trying to shuffle to let this person by. And in doing so, we got a little too close to the edge, and the edge...
We didn't, someone did.
It wasn't me personally.
All I heard on the radio was, I'm not good. And then we all had to get out of the car.
Everything was beautiful. We were getting really good content and make a good time. And then this Jeep came through, and I didn't trust my gut. I wasn't gonna move over as much as I was going to, but I always like to try to show as much trail etiquette as possible. I got too close to the edge, and the ground gave way.
A quick update, we have one of our rigs went off in a ditch line just because we had another vehicle passing us. He's trying to be courteous. But hey, it gives us an opportunity to test out some equipment that we don't get to use on a daily basis. We got the Truck Vault Chevy promo rig. We're gonna use this full-size rig, see if we can't help pull them out of here. So we're gonna use a Factor 55 kinetic rope to connect the two trucks, add some tension to it. We got tension in the front with the Gladiator. And Jeff's a master at this stuff, so I trust him and the crew. These guys do this stuff all the time. We're just here to learn. And sometimes unfortunate scenarios give you the best way to learn in the field. So I'm gonna soak it in.
We get you going passenger, and that should swing your front end going backwards. We're going backwards. Yeah. And then someone's got to be on control with the winch. We want it tight, but as we're going back, it's got to start to loosen.
I'm not going to be able to turn my tire though.
You don't think so?
No, look at it. I'm fully close to that. I might be able to get a little bit. And I was
for you to say something. And
by the time you already were in, I'm like,
I know.
I can't get my seatbelt on. It's locked because of my angle. We're just gonna try to pull me out here, man. Hope for the fucking best.
So we run back, and Jeff's Power Wagon is just shuffled off the side a little bit. The embankment where he parked at just gave away, and the whole thing just like slid into the ravine in a sense. And then we spent a good, I would say an hour, about an hour. I think it was about an hour. It went really.
2 hours?
2 hours? 2 hours? All right, so 2 hours we were working on getting the Power Wagon out.
The first thing I thought when I went down in that ditch is there's no way all these cars can pull me out. The Euros, definitely not. But, you know, we had a 4Runner. He was the only other one with a winch, and he's not going to do much either. We don't have a winch yet on the Jeep, and it's not going to do much. I mean, I was pulling him back the whole time. Luckily, we did some baby steps back and forth, a little bit of Max Trax action under one of the tires, because, I mean, we were talking, I had about 6 inches to play with on my front tire, maybe a foot or so on the rear.
You're further up this way than you were.
the Jeep was acting as anchor, which I feel like didn't help much because I was just being dragged along because of Jeff's weight. But it was cool seeing everyone come together to help Jeff out, to make sure that his truck did not roll over and just to make sure that he was safe the entire time. We were on comms the entire time during that operation. It's probably the smoothest recovery I've seen. I know normally it's either Nate, Gene, or myself that are stuck, but it was funny but not funny to see Jeff get caught up this time. But we all have our days. Luckily, Jeff had a good day with the people who he was around and surrounded by.
Beautiful. Tighten that up, Tyler. Thank you. Nice and easy. Nice, nice. A little bit more, a little bit more. Okay. Okay, a little more. Keep going. Nice and slow, nice and slow. All right, perfect. Just.
Hey, Tyler, as he's backing up, I want you to keep that rope nice and tight. But at a certain point, he's gonna start, that back end's gonna start going toward the bank. And at that point, you're probably gonna have to give him some slack at that point.
So I guess
just let me know when we get to that point.
with him already backing up, I'm already sliding. Obviously, the Jeep doesn't have that much weight, so it's just dragging it along. But at least it's doing some work being an anchor. If we had another vehicle up here to be a secondary anchor, I think that would have been much better too. But we're making progress. Jeff is getting out little by little, which is good. We're holding up some people in ATVs, but they don't seem to mind. I'm sure they're having fun watching us, probably like these guys.
Disconnected safely.
And?
We're done. We made it. Thanks for sticking around, by the way. I appreciate it.
Heck yeah, worth it.
I ain't celebrating yet, goddammit. So it's been a long time. I'm normally the careful guy, even though like I'll do dumb shit. This is one of those few times where I didn't trust my gut, and I was like, oh, I'm cool. I was being the nice guy to try to get over for the Jeep, and I felt something kind of funny, and then all of a sudden it was just over. I dropped so fast I couldn't even do anything, and the first thing I did was threw my lockers on, and because I thought I was going to get out, but I mean, at that angle, that was probably a 20-degree pitch sideways, and you're not getting out of that. So we'll see if I have axle damage. We'll let these guys go by, and then I'm going to check everything underneath and see how it is. But I'm sure there's a shot, Bill.
On that note, man.
Dude, good job. Thank you. That was clutch.
Awesome.
Way out.
I need a drink bad.
How stressed were you doing that?
This much. That thing was very, very close to tipping over into there. So we got it out nice and smooth. Teamwork, everyone worked together, communicated well, and success. No body damage. Made it out. So super stoked. And he did a great job taking orders, basically.
Damn, that was a big haul for a big boy. Good job, Enoch.
Yeah, Enoch.
There's t-shirts that have been made and all this stuff, and the overland community has really done this. Back in 2014 when it really started taking off, is everybody would put lights on their rigs first because A, they're the cheapest, they're function right out of the gate, they're easy to put on and stuff. Lockers, not everybody knows how to put a locker on. You got to open up your differential and and all that good. They're more expensive. You'd always see these slogans, lights before lockers, and which was a big spoof play on that. But anybody who's an experienced rock crawler or off-roader knows that you buy, like, if you want to go out and do you want to test your rigs, and maybe more like stuff what we did yesterday, which was still, that was all easy, relatively easy. I was in four-wheel drive maybe once, but the main focus is you want to get your mechanical you want your lift, you want your, you get your good shocks, high, better tie rods, drag links, and all that good stuff. Get your lockers set, get your winch, your recovery stuff. Make sure that you're set if the hits the fan like it just did, and be responsible about it. But also, not everybody has the money. They just want to come out here and do that. That could happen to anybody, not just me. It was a stupid mistake on my end. I didn't trust my gut. I always trust my gut, and every time I don't, hits the fan like that. And so it's obviously a learning thing. It created drama for the film. That's all cool, but it's an inconvenience.
You guys okay?
I'm good. I don't think he's talking to me. But it's a learning experience. We all got to test our abilities of recovery. Enoch did a fantastic job. I owe that man a beer. And then we get good parts for recovery, like Warren. I mean, we've been with Warren forever, and this comes standard with a Warren winch.
I'm in a pretty steep hill climb here. I'm gonna pop it into forward low, just make it nice and easy so we're not tearing up the track.
Yeah, we'll do the same. So, it's, in Factor 55, I'm glad we had the kinetic rope. We don't have that kinetic rope. Nobody's coming off the backside of me. Soft shackles, all that stuff, it's all a part of making things easier and safer. And that's the name of the game, and it's, for me, it's, it's scary for a second. I hit hard, but I've got, the rock sliders and everything on that, make it a little bit easier for me. But it's the inconvenience, man. I don't want to hold people up. I don't want to have to do it. Things can turn really fast in those type of situations, and I don't want to be that guy. So there's a lot of anxiety around that and stress, as anybody would probably experience. But now we're gonna cruise on out of here, get into Moab, gas up a little bit, and kind of figure out what we want to do next. And then I got to assess to see if there's any real damage with this. My front end's kind of feeling a little funky, so I may have to stop and get an alignment if there's a shop open to do it. If not, we'll figure it out. We've done worse.
All right, we're going to be taking a right on the Kokopelli Trail.
We were able to make it out and cruise down Onion Trail, which is absolutely beautiful. The slot canyons are just what you think of Moab. Tons of creek crossings, and then towards the end we said our byes to Revol, and we went back into Moab to regroup, get some more groceries, and kind of figure out where we want to go, which was Swing Arm City.
We made it. Yeah, we made it to the end of the trail, and we aired up. We had a few conversations, figuring out what we wanted to do next. I think we all came to the conclusion that we should come out and see the moon. So we headed out to Swing Arm City, and that's where we are now, telling stories about our adventures.
There's no doubt about it, overlanding is a community. It's
It's made up of all different walks of life, and you never know who you're gonna meet around the corner. This trip was no exception. Although we're going separate ways, there's no goodbyes, just see you laters. It's adventures like these that grow friendships for lifetimes. John Steinbeck once wrote, "People don't take trips, trips take people." And although this film comes to an end, it's just the beginning of this adventure. We're headed to southern Utah, and who knows what we're gonna get into next. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.